In a small rural village, surrounded by fields of sugarcane and mango trees, lived Mateo, a 22-year-old dreamer with calloused hands and fire in his heart. His family didn't have much, just a modest hut with a leaky roof, a vegetable garden for sustenance, and a shared hope for better days. Mateo adored his parents and his two younger siblings. He wanted more for them, a life where they didn't have to wake before sunrise to break their backs on the land. One evening, as they sat around the dinner table, sharing a simple meal of rice and beans, Mateo announced his plan. "I'm going to the city," he said, his brown eyes resolute. "I'll work hard, earn money, and give you all the life you deserve. I'll make us proud." His mother's hands trembled as she clutched his. "Mateo," she whispered, her voice tight with worry, "the city is a harsh place. You'll be alone there." "I'll come back," he reassured her, "with enough to build us a home we can all be proud of." With nothing but a borrowed suitcase and his grandmother's rosary tucked in his pocket, Mateo set off for the bustling capital. When he arrived, the city overwhelmed him, the endless chaos of honking cars, shouting vendors, and towering buildings. It felt like an entirely different world. His first weeks were grueling. He found a job as a construction worker, waking at dawn and collapsing onto a rickety cot by nightfall. The pay was meager, the work exhausting, but Mateo never allowed himself to doubt his mission. Every week, he sent a part of his earnings back home, picturing his siblings smiling as they bought new clothes, or his father repairing the house with fresh shingles. Still, deep in his heart, Mateo knew construction wasn't his final destination. If he wanted to really change his family's life, he needed more. He dreamed of owning his own business, a means to create something lasting. Fate intervened one day at a local cafe, where Mateo overheard two men discussing an up-and-coming trade: food. Mobile food carts were sweeping across the city, offering busy workers a quick and delicious alternative to traditional meals. Mateo's ears perked up. He had always loved cooking, learning his mother's recipes at her elbow as a boy. Maybe, just maybe, this could be his ticket. With every penny he saved, Mateo purchased a used food cart. He painted it bright yellow, naming it Sabores de mi Pueblo, in honor of his village. At first, the business grew slowly, just a handful of customers a day. But word spread of Mateo's empanadas, tamales, and caldo, cooked with the flavors of home and the heart of a dreamer. Soon, the lines stretched down the block. Mateo expanded his cart into a small eatery and then a full restaurant. His reputation skyrocketed, and his earnings followed suit. Mateo expanded his cart into a small eatery and then a full restaurant. His reputation skyrocketed, and his earnings followed suit. Amid his climb to success, Mateo met Sofia, a kind-spirited woman with a laugh that reminded him of sunshine through leaves. She was a teacher, passionate about nurturing young minds and selflessly giving to her community. Mateo fell hard and fast, pouring his love into every moment with her. Love turned into something deeper, and when Mateo finally proposed with a simple golden ring, Sofia said yes. Years passed. Mateo saw his business bloom into a small chain of restaurants. He bought a house that could fit not just Sofia and him, but also his extended family. It had a lush garden, a vibrant kitchen, and chairs aplenty for all who might visit. And one joyful morning, decades after he had left his village as a young, hopeful man, Mateo returned home. He came back with Sofia by his side, and his parents and siblings beaming with pride. They all piled into Mateo's car to see the house he'd built for them. The evening ended in the backyard, with Mateo cooking under the stars, flipping tortillas and tossing fresh veggies into stew. Surrounded by laughter and the people he loved, Mateo realized he had found everything he had ever dreamed of: success, love, and the warmth of family. This was what happiness tasted like, and he vowed to savor it for the rest of his days.